Hey, what's going on, everybody? Fireman AF here. So I'm making a new install video for my ENB, mainly because I just released my newest ENB for Cathedral Weathers. It's Semirealis ENB, and this is going to be a little bit different of an install when compared to my MBT, Intrigued, and Skyrim Engaged ENB. I just released an update for this ENB, and it has weather support now, which allows me to adjust settings individually for each type of weather. Basically, just giving me some better flexibility of the look of my ENB as opposed to just a one size fits all ENB. So there's some little bit differences when it comes to install, some extra steps. So I'm going to bring this new video showing step by step what we need and how to install it, and hopefully help those that are especially new to installing an EMB and maybe feel that it's a little overwhelming. This should be really easy and straightforward. I do apologize for the length of the video if you feel I'm saying a little bit too much stuff. I'm trying to think of the first time user as well, and I just remember the first time I used an EMB, it was very daunting, and I was afraid I was going to mess something up or break my game. So I just want to take it step by step and explain that. So first thing we'll talk about the items that we need, and then I'll go through the install steps and go from there. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the items that you're going to need to download to your PC to get this EMB all up and running. There's going to be multiple things that you're going to need, and when you download some of these things, they're going to go down to a download folder. I don't know where your download folder is going to be different for your PC and how you set it up, but most of the things are going to go there. So the first thing that we're going to need, obviously, is just in my EMB. So what you're going to do is go to my page and then hit the Files tab, and you're going to download the EMB. Now, note that there is no Mod Manager install button or anything like that. It's a manual download. And that's because ENB cannot be installed via a Mod Manager. It has to be manually installed. Mod Managers installs to a different folder setup than ENB has to. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick this one here with the weather supported, and you're going to hit Manual Download. And that's going to go to your download folder, as I said. The other item that we're going to need is the ENB Binary. And again, all these things are going to be linked in the video description below, as well as on my mod page, so you'll be able to get to it directly. So what you're going to do is you're going to get to this page, and you're going to click on this little down arrow here. Right now, the current ENB series is 3.74. It may be different by the time you watch this video, but you're going to go to the latest one, and you're going to hit this little download arrow. Do not hit anything up here. It's like an ad. It's going to bring you somewhere else. But you want to hit this little download arrow right there, and it's going to download the ENB binary. Okay, the other thing that you're going to need, obviously, is the weather mod associated with the ENB. And in the case of this one, it is Cathedral Weathers. So you're going to go down to the Cathedral Weathers page, and you're going to go to their File tab. And this one can be installed via a mod manager. So you can just download Mod Manager and install this weather mod like you would any other mod with Skyrim. So that should be pretty straightforward and pretty simple. I don't think I need to walk you through the steps of how to install it via Mod Manager. There's plenty of other videos out there for that, but you'll just hit that and it will install that one. The other item you're going to need is ENB Helper. This one as well can be installed via a Mod Manager. So you'll go to this page, go to the Files tab, and hit Mod Manager Download and install it via your Mod Manager. The weathers will not be able to be detected if you do not have this mod installed, as well as this next one that I'm going to talk about, and that is Skyrim Script Extender, or SKSE. And you're going to go to this page, and you are going to download this one manually and install that, and I will show you that too. But you want the current SE build right here, and then hit 7-zip archive, and it will download to your download folder. So again, those are the main items that we need. There's 5 things. You need the ENB binary, my ENB file, the weathers mod file, the ENB helper, and the Skyrim script extender SKSE. So let's go ahead and talk about how to actually install these weather mods now. Okay, so we have went and downloaded the files that we need, and I've already went and moved mine to the desktop just for it's easier so you guys can see it. It's easier for me to do the install steps. But again, they're going to be in your download folder, wherever that's going to be. But these are the 3 files that we had to manually download: my ENB, the ENB series, and the binary, and the SKSE. But what we need to do first is we actually need to extract these files. And what you're going to do is right-click on them and then just extract. You may be using a separate program like WinRAR or something like that, and that's fine. But if you notice that you have issues with extraction, like maybe it's saying that the file path is too long or it's not extracting all the files, try using 7-zip. It's a free program and it does help. So what you're going to do is right-click and extract. And you can see I've already extracted the 3 right here. So now we need to do is actually install these three files. And what we're gonna have to do is access our Skyrim folder. So I have a direct link for me on the desktop. I'm in and out of this folder a lot, but you're gonna access, basically it's where your SE launcher is, and that's where we're gonna wanna get to is that folder. So let's go ahead and talk about installing the ENB binary first. So what you want to do is open up your ENB binary folder right here. And there's a folder within that's called wrapper version. Go ahead and open that up. And there's only two files that you actually need from here. Again, it's only two files, the D3, D11 and the D3 decompiler file. Go ahead and click those and then right click and copy. Then what you're going to do is just go right back to your Skyrim folder and paste in just like that. And that is the ENB binary install. Okay. So again, it's only those two files. Do not take anything else from here, only these two files. Let's go ahead and close that folder out. We don't need anything else from there, but we still need to access here. So let's leave that. The next thing that we need to install is go ahead and install my ENB. Um, when you open up, you're going to notice that there's multiple folders in here. What we actually need to install is just the main file, folder number one. When you open it up, you're going to notice that there's multiple different qualities for you to choose from. Your full quality, which is going to be just every visual effect turned on, the best looking image for my ENB, but it can be an FPS hitter. The next step down is quality. It has some of heavier FPS effects turned off. The quality is still good, just not as good as full quality. And then of course, performance is your basically going to give you the best performance, but it has all main effects pretty much turned off except for some color changes and stuff like that. I always recommend starting with the full quality, see how your PC runs, and then adjusting down from there if you need to. So let's go ahead and pick the full quality. When you open that up, you're going to notice there's 4 items within. You're going to go ahead and take these and just click all 4, right click, copy, and then go right back to your Skyrim folder and paste in right there. Okay. Right now, that is pretty much the basic of any ENB install. You could actually go and run this game right now, and the main settings and everything will work. At this point, weather support wouldn't work, but all the effects and everything would work, and it just wouldn't adjust per weather. So if you didn't want to use weather support, you could stop right here and just play that way. But let's go ahead and continue on because I know some of you are going to want to use that weather support, and that's important to you. I know it's important to me. It does help the game look a little bit better. So then what we need to install is the SKSE. So let's go ahead and just close this one out for right now, and there's some other stuff I'll explain later in this folder for you. But for now, I'm just trying to show the basics of ENB install. Now we got the SKSE folder right here. So go ahead and open that one up. And this one, again, is a manual install as well. So all you're going to do is take this, highlight them all, copy, and then go ahead and paste into your Skyrim folder. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to reinstall it, but it's already installed here. And now you have SKSE running into your game. And you can close that folder out. Now remember, you also needed ENB Helper and the weather mod, which was installed via a mod manager. Like I got the ENB Helper right here, and I've already showed that it's installed. Yes, I'm still using Nexus Mod Manager. I haven't updated to Vortex and everything, or a mod organizer. But you're going to install the ENB Helper, and you're also going to install the weather mod via your mod manager. Um, and then once you do that, this game is actually up and running. You could start the game and your ENB and everything will work fine. So there's some couple other things I want to talk about within my ENB folder. So if you don't need anything else from this video, you can end it now. Unless you want to know about some of the optional files within my ENB, I'm going to walk through that stuff right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the other files that are within my ENB folder. Now, I've been asked before, like, hey, how is it that I can just switch to a different version of your ENB presets? I tried full quality. Now I want to switch to quality or performance. So the first thing that you would just need to do is go back into the main file and then open up the preset that you want to, and then go ahead and click the files again, copy, and then repaste into your Skyrim folder. It will allow to overwrite. It's the same file, so it's no problem doing that. Now, if you're switching from another ENB, I always recommend installing all that older ENB's files and then starting with a fresh install. But it's that simple as far as switching between the presets within any of my ENBs, since it's the same files for all of them. So whether that be MBT, intrigued, re-engaged, it will work that way. So you also notice that there's a folder number 2, and it's an optional DOF strength. So when you open up this, you're going to notice that there's different types of depth of field effects that I have here for different type of users. Some like a really strong depth of field, some maybe just like a just a softer type of depth of field. That just depends, and some may not care for it at all. But what you're going to do is if you want to switch to a different depth of field strength, you're going to go ahead and pick. The default is already on in the file when you install my ENB, but I have the default here just in case anyone tries one of these and wants to switch back to the default. So, um, but what you're going to do is just, let's say you want to use, extreme DOF. What you'll do is click that, open the folder, right click, copy, and then repaste back into your Skyrim folder and allow to overwrite. And now you are using the optional Extreme DOF. If you wanted the default, go back to default because you didn't like that one. You can copy, right click, and allow to overwrite and paste it back in. I do have some pictures in here of like the different looks of the DOF and how it impacts the image overall, so you can kind of see what it looks like. I think these screenshots are with an older version of Reengaged, but um, you can see the difference if you don't want to try it in game. So there to help you out. So enough on that one. And then we have the optional rain textures. So ENB came out with some rain support and it changed the look of the raindrops. So if you want to switch it, you can pick one from here and copy, and you're going to have to paste it into your data folder. I'm sorry, not your data folder. Getting ahead of myself here. Into here, and you will have to paste it into your ENB series folder. There's one other step that you would have to do, and that would be open up your ENB series file right here, and then go down to rain section, wherever that is in here, right here, and then change this to enable to true instead of false. And then you'll start using these for whatever raindrop that you install. The thing is, it doesn't work perfectly. It can make black rain and everything like that. So I have it off by default. I find that the weather mods rains droplets are perfectly fine. But if you want to, try them out, go ahead. It's pretty simple, and then you can turn it on via the EMB series or turn it off. It's not a problem. And then I have this other folder here. It's just adjusting ENB settings. It's just a very basic adjusting some key items within the ENB. It doesn't cover everything. I actually do have a how to adjust ENB video on my YouTube channel and on the description page of my ENBs. If you want to take a quick look, if you have questions about like adjusting sharpening or adjusting, day, night, type time of day settings, you can look here. It's just there to help out, especially those that are not familiar with the ENB. So there you have it. That is installing my newest ENB with weather support. I hope that I was able to answer any questions, and I hope that this seemed like it was, a lot easier than expected when installing, especially for the first time user. But if you do have any questions, by all means, hit me up in the comments below or on my mod page, and I do my best to answer all the questions that I can when I see them. So, but again, I appreciate all the support across all my ENBs, and I hope you guys are enjoying the newest ENB of mine. Y'all have a great day.